And Josh, if you want to ask the first question.
Asante, I know out of the starting lineup yesterday, back in it today. Did you feel like you had to prove something? You played pretty well at the beginning of the game. I think you had like 6 or 7 assists in the first 10 minutes. Any chip on your shoulder at all to start the game?
Nah, there's no chip on my shoulder. I know what I can do for the team. I know Coach knows what I bring to the team. It was something so I wasn't in the starting lineup, but we got past that, and it was no chip on my shoulder. I know what I got to do for my team to win, and that's what I tried to do.
Did you try to maybe get everybody else involved a little bit more? Instead of being aggressive early, it seemed you got more aggressive, as a scorer later in the game, but early on you're kind of setting people up.
The coach kind of tells me that all the time. Get guys shots. Let the game come to you. I just basically feel like I get to my spots and get to where I need to get to and score whenever I feel as though whenever I want to. So me just getting guys shots and me getting everybody else their confidence first before I get mine. That's the job of the point guard. It's my job for the team to facilitate, and that's what I want to do.
And then just tell me, what was the difference the last 7-8 minutes? Because you guys, didn't get off to a great start in the second half, but you did kind of finish strong. What allowed you to do that?
I feel as though, us just, believing in each other. And then also, our practices is like, hard every single day. So we're kind of used to that, even though guys' legs were kind of tired and things like that, everybody just dug down deep and locked in on the defense end. And coach kind of told us to dig down and on the defense end. That's how we're going to win the game. So we never, drifted away from each other and never thought we was going to lose the game. And everybody just stayed together and we was able to pull one out.
Ken, do you have any questions?
Yes, Asante, congratulations. You had a strong game, double-double with 15 points and 10 assists. What was key to helping your team with those 10 assists?
Like I said, coach just preaches to me all the time, come out and let the game come to you, get everybody else shots, get everybody involved, build everybody's confidence up, and we have a lot of weapons on this team. So that's what I was just trying to do, get everybody else involved and let the game come to me. And, I knew they was going to come out and try to kill me as well, getting the ball out of my hands and different things. So I just wanted to come out and focus on getting everybody's shots and getting everybody involved.
And down the stretch, you got tight. You had to make some free throws. What was that like for you?
Nothing. We have to shoot at least like 50 free throws, make 50 to 100 free throws a day. So that was nothing, for us. I don't think we shot too good from the free throw line today in the beginning, but down the stretch we made some key ones, and that's just, the makeup of our team.
Thanks, Asante.
Yeah. Anything else? All right, we got Isaiah Ross coming. Thanks. Questions for Isaiah, Josh?
Isaiah, obviously a really strong finish for you guys after a rough start to the first half. You made some big shots. Obviously, Asante stepped up. You guys are seniors. It seemed like you kind of had to lead the way there a little bit when things went south. Tell me about that.
Yeah, as seniors on the team, we are the senior leaders, the senior captains as well with Dylan. So the younger guys, piggyback off our energy and what we do on the court. So we just wanted to lead by example this game because Fairfield, we were talking to them about that game, how we can't let that game happen again. We let that game slip. So we wanted to make sure that we grabbed the game and took it home with us.
I wanted to ask you about that. It seemed like, early in the second half that, it looked a little too much probably for your liking like last week. Was that running through your mind there when they took the lead in the second half?
I mean, we were really just trying to, finish the game strong because we knew we had the game in the hold in the first half. We didn't want to let it slip. Fairfield definitely came up. As seniors, we was like, hey, let's lock in. Let's do the little thing. Let's lock in on defense, grab the rebounds, and the game will take care of itself.
That must have been a real wake-up call, losing that game last week after winning so big on Friday. How much did that keep you guys motivated coming into this weekend? Especially today after a big win last night to kind of come back strong and, knowing that today was going to be a different game.
It was just a learning curve for us. We us seniors haven't played back-to-back ever, so Coach P knew what was going on. We have to listen to him. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason. So the younger guys got that experience under their belt. So I feel like they came more prepared, and us seniors were more prepared. So we really just helped each other out.
Ken?
So, Isaiah, tell us about you. You were 5 of 6 on your 3-point shots tonight. Did you feel very good about your shooting tonight?
Yeah, we have a great point guard, Asante, he got me in the right spots. He found me when I was open, so that's really all it was. He found me in the right spots.
And Coach Pitino has been saying he's been working with you when you get double teamed to learn how to pass off, set up the other players. How is that working for you?
You know, it's great work. I love working with Coach Pitino because, you know, he knows what he's talking about. He's been around the block. Like I said, he's a Hall of Famer. You know, I'm going to take everything I can in this year and learn as much as I can.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything else for Isaiah? All right, thanks. I'm gonna go get Coach. It'll be like 2 minutes.
Thanks, Coach.
You want to just make an opening statement?
Yeah, I don't always like to win games with offense because our defense wasn't as good as last night. But I think the reason being is we're playing 6 players 34 minutes or better. And certainly Isaiah Ross and Asante gets down the stretch. Both guys were just great offensive basketball players. We need relief a little bit. We need to get some more bench players. It's tough on these guys, but we'll get some rest tomorrow and get ready for Coppin State the next 2 days.
Questions, Josh?
Yeah, Rick, you mentioned, Asante and Isaiah, and, you guys were in a little bit of trouble there. I think 8 minutes left in the game. They had taken the lead, and you guys just hadn't really played well since you had that 13-point lead. I know you need them to be the guys who step up, but when they do it the way they did it, had to be pretty nice to see them come through when they did, because you needed something like that. Yeah.
I think the reason we didn't play well is we kept missing our free throws. And they were coming down and getting momentum. We were fouling them and they were making their free throws. They were 23 for 29. I think when you miss free throws, and some guys are good free throw shooters, fatigue plays a big element in that. What really made me happy is Dylan Van Eck, who played terrific yesterday, was 0 for 4 from the three-point line. And the fact that he took the three when we needed it was big as far as building for his future and understanding that we don't care. As long as you take an open shot, it's a good shot. And then Isaiah just bailed us out numerous times with some great, difficult shots with range. Asante, who's been a 2-guard most of his career, has really learned to play the point. He had 10 assists tonight. He's growing as a point guard, which is good. And we're excited about this victory. It's very difficult to beat a good team twice.
Rick, you didn't start Asante last night. Was the way he's been playing, did it have anything to do with it? You mentioned about him being a 2-guard and learning to play point. Did that have anything to do with him not
No,
playing?
I just didn't want him to get in early foul trouble. Sometimes referees call it very tight in the first 2 or 3 minutes of play, and I didn't want to get him 1 or 2 fouls. We need him. We knew we were going to need him to play 30, 35 minutes. Both of those guys, when you look at minutes played, you had Barrick, who's really the understated person because he had a guard, the best player both nights, and he played 37 minutes, Asante 39, Isaiah 38, Nelly 37, and then 24. So we're playing 6 guys. It's something I've never done in my life. I've always played 10, sometimes 11, but we have to do it right now. Unfortunately, we have 3 good seniors who are capable of doing it.
You mentioned the other guys. You seem like you're trying to get people, a couple minutes here or there. What are you hoping to see from some of your bench guys? You didn't seem like you got too much of it tonight, and but to give you some confidence that you can put them in more, because obviously you need to do that to develop the team down the stretch.
Well, Talik and Omar are very, very poor defensive players, and because they run 4 and 5 out, I put Omar in immediately. Guy got Nelly a second foul by helping. I put Talik in, he fouled right away. They're just not good defensive players, and this is the wrong team. So, some teams they can play, this team they can't play. Dwayne's a good defensive player, a little limited on offense. Ryan is a decent player. He didn't play real well tonight, but those guys are just very weak defensively, and when you play against a Ryder who just drives the entire night, we put him to the line 29 times. The good thing is, although we didn't make it, we went to the line 28 times. We just didn't make our free throws.
Coach, can you talk about Barik Jean-Louis? He's at 9 points tonight. he doesn't seem like he gets a lot of attention, but tell us a little bit about how his game is developing and fitting into the team.
Well, remember, Murray's their point guard. We put our small forward on their point guard because he's our best defensive player. He's our best athlete. He's long. And Murray, although he had a decent night tonight, he was 3 for 7 from the field. He had 9 for 10 from the line. He's a terrific basketball player, one of the better guards in our conference. But Berrick had the assignment of making his life very difficult. And both nights he did an outstanding job.
Just asking about Asante, strong game with 10 assists and 15 points. How is his game developing? It seems like it's reached another level.
He's still not in good shape. Remember, he's missed a month of practice. We're trying to play him into shape. So tonight was a good indicator. He's going to be really tired. I tried to just both Isaiah and Asante were gassed. We really needed those timeouts, and then they came through for us. But both guys were really, really tired. They'll have a day off tomorrow, and we'll regroup. But Asante is learning how to play the point position. And for him, that's a real good thing because he had 10 assists tonight and really made some great plays. Last night with the game, he had to finish the game by getting fouled, driving to the basket, making all the smart plays. And I'm not sure in the past he would have done that.
Thank you, Coach.
Any other questions?
Okay, guys, take care. Have a good night. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't think your mic is on. I think your mic is off.
Coach,
Yeah.
I noticed last night you guys out rebounded them by 8. Tonight you guys get out rebounded by 8. I was wondering what you thought about that.
Well, sometimes you have to understand we shot 51% from the field and 47.8. So offensive rebounds play a big factor in that. We only had 4 because we were making such a high percentage. Sometimes rebounding stats are very misleading because of the shooting percentages, as well as the defensive field goal percentage can be misleading. For instance, we held them tonight to 38%. It's misleading because we didn't play good defense because we put them to the line 29 times. And that doesn't factor into that percentage. But where we did an awesome job tonight, we beat them from the 3-point line 33-3. When you do that, you'll go win the game. 33-3 is huge. From a very good 3-point shooting team. Joe, I think you had your mic off. Okay.
Yeah, are these back-to-back games tough? You know what I'm saying? You're playing the same team. You won the night before, then you come out the next night.
And even the same referees I can't take. I don't like the same referees either. They usually get under my nerves anyway. And then when you see them 2 nights, they really get under your nerves.
Yeah.
But, I think it's the most difficult thing, but it's the smartest thing to do. It's difficult on everyone. So it's equitable for everyone. It's so tough to sweep. Now, St. Peter's split with Monmouth. Niagara just swept. So it's very difficult. We did not play well in the back-to-back with Fairfield, but I think right now, because we lost 2 centers within, and tonight's win is much more pleasing than last night's win, although we played better last night. Tonight, we got down 4 points, and we were tired, and we dug in and won the game, and that makes me real proud.